Merry Meet, and welcome to the daily reading for all signs for today, the 16th of June, 2024. This is Ariel Gatoga, and we are streaming live on YouTube and on Twitch. I hope you're having a very wonderful day today. Moderating today on YouTube are the lovely Honeypot and the lovely Shirley, and moderating on Twitch is the lovely I Am Her Eminence. Thank you so much, moderators, and thanks to everybody for joining us today for this daily reading. This is the Gasman Tarot de Marseille, and let's purify with this Agua de Colonia Concentrada by Alvarez Gomez. 3 sprays in this big room is plenty. You can find links to purchase these products in the video description of this video on my YouTube channel. If you're watching us on a restream on YouTube, you could use the super sticker. You can use the timestamps in the video description if you don't feel like watching me shuffle. Get right to the reading. If you are on YouTube, you can please make sure to follow us. No, I can't get it together today. If you're on YouTube, please make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. If you're on Twitch, please follow us. And you can watch on Twitch without any ads when you subscribe to us there. This reading does go out to a lot of people, so if for some reason it doesn't seem like it's applying to you, doesn't make any sense, don't force it. It's probably just not meant for you. And if that happens, check out the zodiacal readings for your sun sign, rising sign, and or moon sign. And you can find the most recent restreams of all those tarot readings right on our website, arielscorner.com. arielscorner.com. Just click on the free online tarot readings link in the main menu. If you'd like to give us a donation, you can do that by going to paypal.me/arielgatoga, paypal.me/arielgatoga. If you're on YouTube, you could use a super sticker, super chat, or super thanks if you feel like giving a donation right on the platform. We appreciate your support, and we appreciate you for being here today for this daily reading. I'm going to shuffle 2 more times, I think should do it. Then I'll give this deck a nice clean cut, and we'll see what's in the cards for everybody today. Now, the reading says June 16th, but if for some reason you happen to be listening to this on a different day, it's probable that it's just because you're supposed to read it, to listen to it that day. So it's really the day you're listening to it. Okay, so we've got a 4 of Wands, a 3 of Cups, and a 7 of Swords. This is very nice. This is very, very nice. Get some things tied down. I know this is what's going on with me today. Getting some things tied down, tie up loose ends, make sure that things are orderly in your work, and make sure that if there are any unfinished tasks, you start to at least know what they are. You don't have to finish them all today, obviously, but know what they are and have the intention that they're going to be finished. And just to get your workspace in order, because remember that wands are about our work in the world. They're about our creativity, our passions in life. And even though like if you're creative, yes, you want to be spontaneous sometimes, but even if you're an artist, a good 90% of that is not just inspiration. It's orderly work. So getting your ducks in a row, getting things in order. Why? Because that's Jupiter, and you're going to be, whenever we see a 4, it's the possibility of great expansion. And in order for that expansion to happen, you have to batten down the hatches. You really have to get things in order so that there's an infrastructure for that expansion. Otherwise, if you just expand something too much, it flitters away. Just think about like if you had some steam expanding. If there's nothing to condense the steam while it's expanding, it just moves into nothing. But if you're condensing that steam, it can do all kinds of things like, move a ship or a locomotive, or if you distill some essential oil. Right? So that's what that's all about. Now, this 3 of Cups here is all about the work that you've done, because Saturn is, usually hard work, and the results and the rewards of hard work is a Saturnian thing. But this in the suit of Cups is more than just your work and more than just money. It's the work on yourself that you've been doing. And that has an effect on everything. It does have an effect on your money. It does have an effect on your career. It has an effect on your relationships. And what you're doing is so good. And the Three of Cups is a reminder that even Saturn needs to celebrate sometimes. Even Saturn needs to celebrate. And this is a call for celebration. What do you have to celebrate? There's something to celebrate. There's probably a lot of things to celebrate, but if you've been real busy or disorderly or whatever, you may not have noticed them. You may not even have recognized that it's time to celebrate something. So that's another thing today, to get that understanding of what is there to celebrate and how are you going to celebrate it. There's all kinds of ways to celebrate things. You can do it very subtly, internally. You can have a party. You can go out to dinner. You can have drinks with friends. You can do whatever you want to do. But remember that if you don't enjoy yourself and excel and celebrate the wins that you're having and the progress that you're making, what's the point? What's the point of all of this? Not only that, but when you celebrate, you're telling your deep mind, yay, good job, more of this, please. So it's very important that you take time to celebrate today. And what comes out of that is this overturning of some conflict. Some old conflicts that maybe you're just sort of not knowing what to do with. You don't have to do anything with them. The improvement is where there was poverty. I mean, it's really clear. Where there was poverty, there is prosperity. Where there was conflict, there is resolution. Where there was disease, there is health. It's that cut and dry. So the power of celebration is more than just to make you feel good for the day. It actually can move things. It can move things and turn things around. So we've got 3 planets working in great harmony today because these are very positive for each of the planets. And the planets that we have here are Venus, Saturn, and Jupiter. Wonderful, wonderful trio of planets that really are available to you to make you successful in whatever that means to you. Success doesn't necessarily always have to mean career and work and money and things like that. You can succeed at all kinds of things. So whatever that is. Okay, here we are with the moon in the past again, which has been coming up like all week. And then we have another 4 of coins, and then a 4 of cups. So we've got all 4s today. So this is we have 3 of the 4 fours. The only 4 we don't have is the swords, because you're not supposed to be. If the 4 of swords were here, it would be all about withdrawing from conflict. That's not even a thing. So there's nothing to withdraw from today, because whatever the conflict is there is just getting turned around. So it's all about expanding and order and organizing. Spiritual practice to organize your mind and your thoughts and your inner world. 4 of coins to organize the physical things in your life. Clean up, get in order, make sure that your money's in order, all of that stuff. Don't be afraid of getting things in order. Enjoy it. What that does is it get ready for expansion in the financial and the health universe when you do that. And like we said earlier, getting order in your workspace and in your work in general. Why? Well, when you've got 3 Jupiter cards, that is half the reading. It's all about prosperity. It's all about expansion. It's all about perfect justice being done. If there's any injustice in your life, it's not going to be there anymore. So it's amazing how that Jupiter energy is just flooding your life today. And Jupiter's awesome and very prosperous. But you have to invoke Jupiter, and you have to do your part, and that's getting things in order. Even if you don't get everything in order, if you get a couple things in order today, that's all it takes. It's just your willingness. Jupiter will underwrite. Sakiel is the archangel of Jupiter. Sakiel will underwrite your efforts. That's what he's all about. Now, this moon card is talking still, again, about your habitual thinking. What are you allowing yourself to entertain? What kinds of thoughts and emotions and fantasies and things like that are you giving your time to? And if there are things that are in alignment with what you want, then good. Then what we want is for this little crawfish to make it onto the shore with the thoughts that you want more of. But what tends to happen is we don't take a lot of time to really notice our thinking. We don't tend to monitor our thoughts too much. And so sometimes when this crawfish gets onto the dry land, it brings with it all kinds of yucky stuff that we don't want. So it's important to understand that you can take charge of your mind. But the only way to do that is to take charge of your conscious mind. You can't really take charge of your deep mind. It's not take chargeable. But what is deposited in your deep mind comes from your conscious mind, comes from the things that you think about. That you can take charge of. Now, even if you think, no, I can't take charge of my mind. I can't. It's just too hard. Okay, you can take charge of your speech. What are you saying to yourself? What are you saying to other people? What kind of complaining are you doing? Or whatever, So allow yourself to take charge at least of your speech, because that can do everything that you need it to do to make sure that when this crawfish gets out on dry land, it brings with it everything that you do want, rather than all that stuff that you don't want, just because you were not being aware of the kinds of seeds you are depositing into the fertile ground of your deep mind. And you want to make sure that you're doing that, because look at all of the expansion, look at all the prosperity, look at all of the growth in wonderful ways. Look at all of that. And let's talk about this Three of Cups in regards to the moon. Celebrating, being happy about things that are working out, that's another great way to make sure that crawfish is bringing things onto dry land that are really good for you, because that goes right to your deep mind. What you give a lot of emotion to while you're thinking is very much deposited into that fertile ground. It's like the best way to plant a seed in that deep mind. So get going with the positive emotions. And if you notice that you're upset about things and ruminating about things, remember that kind of intense emotion is also depositing seeds. So when you're noticing that stuff, you want to make sure that you acknowledge it. And there's a simple thing you can do. If you notice that you're saying a bunch of negative stuff, thinking a bunch of negative things, is just notice it and just out loud say, I take that out of the law of cause and effect. I take that out of the law of cause and effect. And that just tells your deep mind, neutralize. That's not going on this crawfish's back. After you do that a few times, you can shorten that to I take that out of the law. And your deep mind gets what you're saying. Because overall, this is the most positive reading today. It's just so fabulous. But you still want to make sure that you're not haunted by your past. And so the best way you can do that is to neutralize your negative speech when it comes up. Just take it out of the law. And also to celebrate everything that's working in your life today. Now, we do have a meditation for the moon card, and it is called Healing the Deep Unconscious Mind. That's the name of that one, Healing the Deep Unconscious Mind. It's another good tool for cleaning up that stuff that's going on that wants to get manifest. You want to make sure you're manifesting everything you do want. You can find that meditation and all the tarot meditations by following the link in the video description of this video on YouTube. This is a beautiful day. So much expansion, so much prosperity, so many turnarounds, so much beauty. Get things in order, celebrate, and you will have this day. You will own this day. And it's a beautiful day. Thank you so much for being here today. Just as a reminder, we are not here on Monday, and I'm also not going to be here again on Tuesday. I apologize, but family calls. So we'll see everybody again on Wednesday. Thank you so much to the amazing moderators, Honeypaw, Shirley, and I Am Her Eminence. Have a wonderful couple of days, and we'll see you soon. Blessed be.